Hey, True Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. I said I was going to call that district attorney who covered the Darren H. Goforth police officer shooting hoax, the execution headlines at the gas station. I wasn't able to get through Monday or Tuesday, and today I wasn't able to speak to her as well, but I was able to talk to somebody in her office. So, what follows is the conversation we had. It wasn't the most productive conversation, as you will hear, but she did let me know that Darren H. Goforth's funeral is tomorrow, which we'll also take a look at because it's a funeral by the numbers. So here comes the call, True Seeker. Just so you know, I edited out about the first 3 minutes because the first 3 minutes of the phone call were me getting transferred from operator to operator before I found the woman who would talk to me. So here we go.
District Attorney's Office, this is Jane Brucey.
Hi, yes, I was hoping to speak to Devon Anderson, but I can speak to you hopefully as well and relay the same message.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
May I ask who I'm speaking with?
yes, my name is Zachary Hubbard.
Yes, Mr. Hubbard.
Yeah, so I've been doing ongoing research for more than 2 years. I've been concerned with a lot of the stuff reported in the media. I've honestly been concerned with stuff reported in the media for all of my adult life. I turned 18 just weeks before September 11th happened.
Yes, sir.
Anyhow, I have been documenting this pattern. There's something called gematria. It's very old. It's older than the English language. It's the practice of coding numbers into words.
Okay.
And for several months now, all of the mainstream shootings reported, including the recent shooting in Roanoke, Virginia, the numbers 58 and 85 have heavily been coded in the names and locations of where these shootings have been taking place. And the same is true of this Darren H. Goforth shooting. The name on the surface doesn't sound like a real name, Darren H. Goforth. It sums to 85 in gematria. Then the details come out that the shooter is named Shannon Miles. Shannon sums to 85, Miles sums to 58. And this is just the latest coding of these shootings in the last span of months, where it's been every single shooting has been coded with these numbers. And what's frustrating is we're seeing people who are in elected offices go before the television and talk about these incidents as if they're real and put out real harsh rhetoric, such as what Devon Anderson said. She said a war has been declared on police when no such thing has been done anywhere in this nation. These are false media stories. I'm onto it. A lot of people are onto it. And I have figured out how they are specifically coded. It's also the same coding that's in Jade Helm, and I know Texas is one of the Jade Helm states. So I just want some answers to what's really going on. I want to know why district attorneys are going before the news media and lying about the deaths of police officers, making up false suspects. I see what the agenda is, but I want answers.
1,000%.
Oh, I'm a
That
thousand
Goforth
percent
was
sure.
murdered.
I'm 1,000% sure about what I'm saying, ma'am. I'm not calling this to be disrespectful, to provoke anyone. I have researched this. This is well documented, and it keeps happening.
Sir,
Yes.
Deputy Goforth was murder execution style.
What was he
That
doing
did
filling up his
happen.
car at a gas station? Because I know that's not police protocol. Police officers do not fill up their cars at gas stations. They have their own filling locations. I've never seen a
Sir,
police officer in my life fill up at a gas station in any state.
sir, that's a Harris County vehicle, not HPD, so they don't have their own gas station. They do have cards where they can fill up at gas stations. Deputy Goforth was murdered at that gas station.
Well, who
As
was
he
he
was
really
walking
murdered by?
out,
Because it wasn't
that did
Shannon
happen.
Miles.
That is not fiction. That is something that truly did happen.
Okay, can you
Deputy
provide me
Goforth is dead and was
information that Darren H. Goforth is a real person? Because I cannot find any evidence online that he is a real person anywhere. But what I do see is that his name has these numbers that are coded into all of the
I
killings
don't
right now.
understand your coding, and I'm sorry, but I am working on several other
Well,
murder
trust me,
cases as well.
this is very
But I can
important.
assure you that Deputy Goforth is a real person, a real man who had a family who was murdered.
How can you assure me of that? How can you prove that?
Well, sir, he's being buried tomorrow, and hundreds and thousands of people will be attending his funeral.
Hundreds of
Hundreds
thousands?
of people went to go see his dead body when it was found after he was murdered. So that is a real person, sir. The medical examiner has seen a real person. This is a real person. This is
Well,
not
that's the
made
thing
up.
about these
We
medical
appreciate your phone
examiners.
call, and I am sorry you don't think he's a real person, but he is. He was a person, a father, and a fellow officer. Thank you so much for your phone call, sir. We really appreciate it.
Ma'am, do you know that anything you just said is true, or are you repeating what you've been told?
Sir, I know exactly what I'm saying.
Do,
It is
do you
true.
know
I'm not
Darren?
sure
Do
where
you
you're
know
getting your
Darren H.
information,
Goforth?
but yes, it is true.
Do you know Darren
And
H.
Diddy
Goforth?
Goforth
Do
is
you
a
know
real
Darren
person,
H.
and he was
Goforth?
murdered. I don't know what else to tell you.
Do you know Darren H. Goforth yourself?
Yes, sir, I do, and this is why this is so painful right now from what you're saying.
What's the medical examiner's name?
Sir, I don't know the medical examiner's name.
You just said the
Okay?
medical examiner vouched for his death,
I
and
know
what I'm
that Diddy
telling you,
Goforth. I was there. I saw his body, and you're hurting me very deeply by saying what you're saying, sir. Thank you for calling.
well, I think these people are all liars. Ah! All right, Truth Seeker. So she said he's getting buried tomorrow. The report says he's actually getting buried Friday, September 4th. I wish it was tomorrow because that would have been September 3rd, 9-3, like the number 93, like propaganda. Tomorrow's also a date with 47 numerology. Supposedly, Darren H. Goforth died at the age of 47. But anyway, the funeral is really Friday, September 4th at 11 a.m. And it's taking place at a Baptist church on 6400 Woodway Drive. That 6400 is interesting to me because 64 and 46 are coded into the stories of police officer deaths so often. Baptist is also one of the faiths with a 33 gematria. 33, of course, very important in Christianity. Anyhow, she says hundreds of thousands of people will be attending, so I hope this church is gigantic. Otherwise, they might have a capacity problem. Hundreds of thousands of people coming out for the death of Darren H. Goforth. I'm not sure that that many people have ever attended anyone's funeral. You know, I don't know if that woman was just getting worked up and is just another mainstream person who's fooled by these hoaxes, or if she's a gatekeeper and an agent participating in the agenda. But if you're new here, Truth Seeker, what I was talking about is all the shootings recently have the numbers 58 and 85 coded into the victim names, the shooter names. It's an ongoing pattern. Darren H. Goforth, one of these names with 85 gematria. That last name Goforth is awfully suspicious with 44 gematria, the kill number. 33 is always coded into the hoaxes. Darren's one of those 33 names, like the officer name in the Michael Brown shooting, Darren Wilson. The accused is Shannon J. Miles. Both the names Shannon and Miles in simple English gematria are interesting. Shannon's 85, Miles is 58. And again, Texas is one of these Jade Helm states. Jade Helm has gematria 58. In the time all the shootings have been coded with 58 and 85, it's been during the time of Jade Helm. A very possible connection. So I wish that was a more productive phone call. I wish I got through to Devon Anderson. I don't think she's going to be returning any of my calls. I think this is just further evidence of why the confrontation has to become more real for these people. You know, the masses need to awake. We need to be protesting outside of the district attorney's building, courthouses, police stations. They need to know that the masses are awake. It's not just one person giving them a phone call. These people think they can get away with this. Notice how that woman on the phone call even used that phrase, execution style. They're just so well trained in presenting the propaganda. If you're down in Texas, maybe if you're in the area, you can stop by the funeral and see what it looks like. See if there's hundreds of thousands of people there, you know? I doubt it. All right, Truth Seeker, until next